Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Ephemeral, and we are just continuing Nagi's story, and we're just going to pick up in Chapter 5, where we left off, even without seeing. What? Nagi is absent? I accidentally clicked. Okay, I accidentally started to record, and then I clicked into Chapter 5, and I was like, ah, shit, we should start from the chapter instead of right in Chapter 5, because, bird, shut up. So, it looks like I read this, but I didn't. I was like, shit! So I tried to cover my ass by going back out to the screen and then jumping into Chapter 5, because, like, but it didn't work, because you caught me, so, yeah. I had clicked in and, like, let me start chapter, I'm like, no, wait, we didn't see the title card of Chapter 5! Shit, I gotta go back, because, like, it kind of fades out, you know what I mean? And I was like, shit! It's not even like I can just start from that title card. So, I screwed up, and now you know. Trying to hide it, but whatever, here we are. Anyway. What? Nagi's absent? But we shouldn't be surprised that he was fucking absent, because, like, I'll talk to you about it. I don't want to talk about it. Go home. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We were going to talk about it tomorrow. We knew. Anyway, I waited to see Nagi because I wanted to apologize for yesterday. But I was told that Nagi took the day off because he wasn't feeling well. That's unusual. With him, I wouldn't be surprised if he attended with a fever.
I think so too. If that study-loving boy is taking the day off, I'd expect it to rain knives.
That would be great. Then school would be off, and if we're lucky, it might kill some students we don't like. Didn't think he was such a bitch, but he is. You're the two bitches. It's not good at all. What kind of expectation is that? We got the two sweethearts and the two assholes. And the two assholes are kind of my favorites. Okay, not necessarily. I actually really do like them all. Well, okay. We've only played Shiba and Nagi, really. But so far from what I've seen of them, I really like them. But you know I like the assholes. And Natsume is, like, somehow my favorite. Like, I find him the prettiest. I don't know. Look. Bandages or eye patches or something is, like, the new glasses, okay? You don't have glasses, but you got, like, an eye patch or a bandage or some shit. That works for me. It's like, I don't know what it is. Look, I don't know, okay? It's kind of like, if you don't have glasses, you better have a sexy fucking hat on or some shit. I mean, he's got his, like, tough boy collar over here, so, like, it's his dog collar. I'm not... I didn't think he'd take the day off if he wasn't feeling too good. It would just be stupid to force himself to come in then just to make it worse. Absent. Maybe it's because of me? Nagi seemed different than usual yesterday. Not only did he say he was valueless, but also got angry and refused to talk with me. If I sound weird right now, it's because it's hard to move, because my bird has decided that for this episode, instead of curling on my hand and making it awkward, he is going to jam himself under my chin, so every time I move, my chin is like bonking into him. But he doesn't want to move. He's just sitting there, and it's like my hoodie doesn't have that high of a neck, so he's kind of sitting on the neck of it, but his little dagger toes are kind of digging into my skin, and it's like, okay. But also, like, I have to have my head down in order to read, because my computer's on my lap. So, like, just sitting here normally, he's, like, nestled against my chin, but as I talk, it's like, boink, 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 and I'm like, this cannot be fun for the bird. So I'm like, try to sit with my chin up, don't move my mouth too much, and stare down my nose, as opposed to actually looking directly at my computer, because I don't want to, like, concuss the bird. It's his back that I keep bashing into, but I'm like, this can't be uncomfortable for him, but yet he won't move. So I'm trying not to move my chin as much as possible, so it's gonna be awkward. Anyway. Nagi, is he alright? I still don't know why he refused to talk with me. I just wanted to apologize to him. Also, I'm just gonna keep laughing because it's the awkwardest frickin' trying to talk and then, like, having a bird under your chin. It's really weird. So I feel shocked to hear his absence.
Spacey, you don't have to worry. I'll guard you instead of Nagi today.
What?
Huh? Isn't that what you were worrying about?
Nah, she's worried about Nagi. Don't you have any compassion for your fellow classmates?
What are you saying? Of course I do, but only for cute girls. If Spacey gets ill, I'll take care of her with my hands, my feet, my waist, with my entire body.
Erica. Oh. I mean, like, I guess I should have known. Like, Erica. Oh. Erica, oh. Are you not our secret fifth lover? How would you use your waist? I'm sorry for asking. So, you finally realize how asinine you are. What? I don't know what that means, but I know you're mocking me. While the others carry on cheerfully as usual, I thought about Nagi. No, Spacey, you're totally different. You and I, we're totally different. And the value of our existence is totally different. If anyone does anything to me, I don't have any right to comment that is unfair. That it's unfair, I think is better, but why did Nagi say something like that? I glance at the seat next to me. Somehow the empty seat makes me feel so lonely. Something seems to prickle the inside of my chest. After school, I feel today was so boring. The lectures I thought interesting before didn't come into my head at all. Learning is interesting. Knowing those I didn't know before, learning those things I didn't know before is interesting. But now I feel the world so boring just because of the empty seat next to me. Nagi... Before I knew it, I was walking toward the library. Nagi, he often comes here to read books. As usual, not many students stay in the library. There's so many books here, it feels like such a waste. I guess he wouldn't be here today. He always read books on the desk after school or on days off. Oh yeah, I could go see him and bring some books to him. Once I decided, I tried to find some books which Nagi might like. They're so cute. Huh? When I walk between the shelves to choose books for a while, I suddenly have a weird feeling. Over there, the seat Nagi always takes. Only there seems to be something... The movement of the air seems strange there, because he's sitting there invisible. The weird feeling is similar to what I felt at home when I was still in the zombies' town. No one's there, but I can feel someone there. When I asked Grandma if any guests came to her house, she replied to me no one had visited us. There was an invisible man there. But the feeling I have is much more vivid than that time. It was the same presence that I felt next to me all the time, and very kind. Nagi, are you there? I wonder if, well, the director was there. I have a weird sus feeling that Nagi is the director. Odd. You know, I never got to learn. Look, I'm 7,000 years old. I don't know. You know what I mean? That would be kind of funny. But, like, I wonder, like, that's true. Grandma's like, no one's here. She's like, I felt someone here. Huh. Maybe it was the director. But maybe Grandma couldn't feel him. And he came to, like, spy. That'd be really weird. I tried calling out to him, but got no answer. Nagi, you're sitting on that chair, right? I call him again. But still no one answered. Sit down in the chair in his lap and assert dominance. I still trust that I'm not wrong and walk toward the desk. Nagi, I'm sorry about yesterday. How are you doing? Are you feeling better? Are you angry because I said something which I shouldn't have said? Hey, Nagi, I thought I felt the air wavering. I was right. He is sitting right here. If you weren't here, I would just be talking to myself, which would be a little stupid. But I think I can feel you here, so I'll just keep talking. I still got no answer, but I cleared my throat and sat next to where he would usually sit. I thought over a lot of things since yesterday, and I still feel it hard to agree with you. You may have said you don't think you have any value, but I don't think so. Of course, I know what I think can't be all correct, but you're an important friend to me, so I don't want you to think yourself as valueless. Think of yourself as valueless. The air wavers again. I don't know why, but I felt Nagi hang his head even though I couldn't see anything. I'm sorry, I don't mean to blame you. I just think if you can't find your value by yourself, I want to look for it with you. No matter what the others say about you, you can't move forward unless you're convinced, right? I have a similar problem myself, so I can understand. I wanted to see the outside world. I wanted to know all kinds of things. So no matter what my grandma said, I just couldn't give up because I couldn't convince myself. And then, because of some coincidences, I'm here now. Not giving up until you're convinced will never go to waste, I think. So, let's go looking together, alright? I sensed Nagi's hand right there, and I stretched my hand out toward it. A tender warmness comes across my palm. I found you, Nagi. When I smiled toward the warmness, a hesitant voice echoed out. How did you find me? Logic. He appeared little by little. He looked at me anxiously, and I just gave him a smile. I don't know. But I just know where you are. It's actually kind of like I think our relationship with Shiba was kind of adorable. Like, oh, we take care of him as a puppy, and then, like, it's a cute... But this one is almost cuter in a way. Like, I don't know, like, he's invisible, and she just knows where he is. I don't know, we're just connected. I just know where you are. And it's not like zombies have invisible man senses. It's not even that. I mean, it could be, but, like, we don't know that. But it's just like, I don't know, I just know you're there. And that just seems so soulmatey, you know what I mean? You're like, that's such bullshit. But it's the kind that makes you go like, oh, yeah, that's cute, I like it. Like, it makes you want to believe in stuff, you know what I mean? You want to have hopes and dreams and believe in the world and, you know, good, warm, squishy things. And so I like it. So it's like, there's something about it, you're like, I don't know, like, there may be other characters I might like more and stories that maybe will, like, feel better for me, but I don't know if you could beat this touching it, like, the fact that she just knows where he is even when he's invisible. She just senses him. You know, she just knows. There's just something so cute about that you're like, I don't know if you can top that game. Like, I don't know. Like, the cute little bond we had with Wolf Shiba, you know, who just, even though he wasn't Shiba when he was in wolf form, he just knew, like, he knew he wanted to protect us, and he just was happy to be around us, you know what I mean? That little bond was cute, but it's not as cute as this, you know? So, we'll see what they do in the other ones, but I don't know if you can top this, so. You're really so incredible. Maybe because he was encouraged by my smile, Nagi also smiles at me. I said that I'm not helping you because I want to yesterday. I just said that without thinking too much. I wanted to apologize. Sorry. No, I also want to say sorry. He has, like, tears in his eyes. It's so cute. I don't think you have to apologize. I've never thought to talk with you that way. I just somehow lost control. I had opened up a door in my heart I didn't mean to open, and I threw it at you reflexively. You shouldn't throw doors at girls. It's kind of fucking weird. I am sorry, Spacey. Don't say sorry to me. To be honest, I was happy. That I said I wasn't helping you because I wanted to? Happy? Yeah, you and me both are confused. Knowing something you didn't know before is fun, right? Especially if it's about an important friend. I know a little about you, who I knew nothing about. That's why I feel so happy. Next, we need to go find you... Oh, next, we need to go find a Nagi that even you don't know. That makes sense. Okay, with putting his name in there to me. Okay. I'll help you. So let's go looking together. Nagi opened his eyes wide and looked astonished. And then that astonishment turned into a tender, embarrassed smile. Skip. Click. It's not clicking. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my computer. It's not my computer, it's my freaking mouse. Sorry. I was also happy. You're the first one who told me something like that. It was the first time someone told me I'm valuable. Also the first time being told to go looking together. I thought I didn't have any value. To be honest, I still think that, but... You really think it's possible, Spacey? What? Is it possible for an invisible man like me to find value in meaning in my life? Maybe we can't. Of course it's possible. Kind of an asshole would I be to say, I don't know. We We should go find some meaning. Do you think it's possible? No, but let's do it anyway. Look, game. That wasn't even a trick. What? Of course it's possible. Even if others said that it's impossible, I still say it's possible. For me, you're already a valuable existence. Thank you, Spacey. When Nagi reveals a tender smile, his eyes glisten slightly. It may be weird to describe a boy in such a way, but I thought he looked beautiful. It's not. Beautiful men are beautiful. And men just need to accept being called beautiful. Because beautiful is a beautiful thing to be. Just shut up and take it. And thank you for finding me, Spacey. And since you've done so much for me, I think I should tell you more about me. What? Will you listen to my story? The reason why I can't find my value. The reason why I can't find my meaning of living in this world. Oh. Chapter 6. Inner Voice. I'd like for you to listen. My secrets that I don't want anyone else but you to know. When Nagi said that, I took him to my room. Here, Nagi, the black tea. I'm not sure if you like it or not, but... Thank you. It smells good. When I put the mug with the tea on the table, Nagi gave me a tender smile. Then he looks at the mug in his hands and starts to speak. I'm sorry. What? The reason I was chosen to be your supporter is that I'm someone who's reliable, right? I have a good grades, stable personality, and that's why I was chosen to be your partner. In fact, I'm not someone like that. I just tried hard to act like I'm someone like that. Why? Generally speaking, the Invisible Man is kind of a negative race. And that's probably because we exist as a vague existence in this world. We're the residents of darkness, but have the word man within our racial name. Are we the existence of darkness or human beings? Being troubled by something so boring, it's unthinkable from another race, isn't it? We don't have any special physical abilities or gain any special powers by changing shape. We can only make ourselves unseen. And besides that, we're as weak as human beings. Moreover, it's hard for us to control this special ability sometimes. Really? Yes, when we deny ourselves or think negatively, we'll disappear even if we don't want to. The reason why I took a sick day and why I couldn't be seen in the library before is that I lost the ability to control it. I can't forgive myself to have hurt you, and I felt so bitter. I didn't have any idea how to get rid of the negative thinking. Then I couldn't keep myself from disappearing. I can't believe that. Now you know, right? So that's why they think the director doesn't exist, because they're like, maybe he doesn't exist because he can't be seen because he has the like, he's trying to do something positive, but like, if he thinks too he's like, I'm here, nobody can see me because I can't get out of this funk, man. Sometimes I just want to look in the mirror and I can't even figure out if my hair looks good because I can't see myself. And then he just feels bad about himself all the time. I'm an immature invisible man and don't have any right to be a supporter of anyone. In fact, the moment you chose me, I really thought you were stupid. I thought you really didn't know how to distinguish between a good choice and a bad choice when you decided to choose me. Hey, I have done really good at choosing the good choice so far, but now that you said that, I'm going to do just what I did in Shiba's route and start choosing the wrong shit. Nagi, do you despise me? I don't. I don't have any reason to do so. When I shake my head, Nagi breathes a sigh and smiles. Thank you, Spacey. I really feel thankful being found by you. When I lose the ability to control myself and disappear, I get really anxious. When I thought I might disappear forever in that way, I felt so lonely and anxious. And no one can find me, and no one can see me. When I imagined that I might die alone, I felt so scared. Okay, so I feel like that's the similarity, like, where he was thinking about, like, well, we're kind of similar, like, as zombies, we start to decay, our skin falls off, and we turn into bones, and the invisible man just kind of disappears and then no one can see them, but it's like, and so then they're just alone and they just waste away alone because no one knows that they exist. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of sad, but it's like, but people could hear you if you talk, right? So, like, just because no one can see you doesn't mean they can't hear you. So, like, it's weird. But, I mean, it would still be kind of detrimental to your mental health. You know what I mean? Like, you know what it's like. Everyone, I think, has had moments where you just feel invisible. Like, you're there, you're physically there, but everybody acts like you're not, and you're like... So imagine actually people not being able to see you, acting like you're not there, and you're like, I'm here! Hi! Because usually, if your friends are talking, and like maybe no one's talking directly to you, you're like, they know I'm here because they see me. They may not be speaking to you, but they see you. Your presence is acknowledged in their brain, even if they don't say anything to you. But like if you're invisible, you're like, nobody knows I'm even here. And that's just so much. So I kind of get it. It'd be fucking weird. But again, you just have to talk a lot, Nagi. Oh, wait. Did I read that? When I imagined that I might die alone, I felt so scared. Yeah, we did. Okay. Nagi, you won't be alone. I'll stay with you. I found you that time, right? Yes. I wonder about that. Within the same race, an invisible man can feel each other and know where the other invisible man is. Perhaps you're a mixed blood? What's a mixed blood? A child whose parents are from different races will inherit traits from one of the parents. If the parents are an invisible man and a zombie, the child would have the traits of one of the races. Well, there's an inheritance rule, and children typically inherit 90% of their traits from the parent with the higher rank. That means a mixed blood is... A mixed blood's very rare, and I've never seen one in person before. That'd be kind of interesting if we were. What you doing, little nasty bird? You just pooped on my couch. And then you flew away. You pooped on my couch, and I don't have anything to clean it up with. Oh, I gotta reach over here. Ah, no, and then I threw my pencil on the floor. You're kind of a jerk. I mean, you know, for an asshole, you're kind of smart, though, because he knows that, like, he sees Neelix do it, like... But Neelix knows, too, when he gets on my couch, he poops over the edge. Doesn't poop on my couch. He poops over the side, and that's why we have puppy pads on the floor. For his poopies. He poops over the side of the couch on the puppy pads, and he gets told he's a good boy. So Nasty Bird sees it and is like, I come to couch, I poop on it. Yes? No, jackass, you poop over the side. Poop on my couch. He comes over here to play with Neelix, and then I look at him and I'm like, hi! And then he flies away and screams because he's like, don't talk to me! Human! Evil, filthy human! He's such a nasty... He's just... You can probably hear him. He's making the cutest little noises over there and being happy and adorable, but you go anywhere near him and he's like, he's gonna fucking kill you. Yeah, he's fine when he's like this. He's like, you just play, be happy, do whatever, just don't scream at me. Such a dick. Anyway. But sometimes there's a child who's born with traits from both parents. I have a feeling you might have been one of them. What do you think? No, both my parents are zombies. They might not be. Because your parents might have been zombies, but maybe your grandpa or your great-grandpa was. Because now you're thinking, okay, they led you to believe someone was in the house. She felt someone's presence there. She felt maybe her parents' presence there. Maybe someone is there. And they maybe, like, when they become invisible and they get stuck, they have a hard time speaking, maybe. So maybe you can't hear them. So maybe our parents, one of our parents is an invisible person. Or it's our grandmother or our great-grandfather or something. You know what I mean? There was an invisible person. That's what they're pointing out. So they're somehow related to us. Possibly. That's interesting. Cool. Oh, then why can you find me since you're not the same race nor a mixed blood? It's very peculiar to me, but also makes me happy. Yeah, me too. I'm glad to be able to find you. Although I really don't know why. But I'll find you. For now and forever. No matter how many times you disappear. I'll find you. Thank you. Hey, Nagi, then... You say you don't have value. Because you're troubled with your race as the invisible man. No. I can't deny that's also one of the reasons, but... do you know the longevity of an invisible man? What do you mean? An invisible man can live about 500 years. But in the last 200 years... In the last 200 years? I try to urge him to keep talking, but Nagi doesn't say anything. Are you saying you're 200 years old? He keeps silent, takes a sip of the tea, and seems to think about something. Do you know the history of Aldrich School? Huh? He suddenly changed the subject. This campus has been built so long ago that it's hard to be imagined by all of us whose lives are so short. And at our historic school, it's only been about 300 years since the current Invisible Man became director. I read some newspapers and books about his coming to office, but it seems like it was a difficult time. Nagi's so amazing. He investigated that just out of interest and curiosity. I mean, it's somebody of his race who was a low-ranking race. It would make you feel like, hey, I gotta research this and like learn about it. It's like cool, you know? Makes you feel good about yourself. He seemed to be very capable, and it took only 100 years for the media to stop criticizing him and to support him, but from then, once the dust had settled and the school had resumed normal operations, the director disappeared. Even the administrators of the school, none of them has seen the director these 200 years. But how can you know that no one's seen him? Maybe he just hasn't come to school. I do. I know. Because the director is also an invisible man. His smile, even I felt bitter looking at it. An invisible man will completely disappear after 300 years. When we finally disappear, we lose the control we normally have. We can't make ourselves be seen and we never appear again. What? I think that the director can't make himself be seen anymore. Even if he wanted to let others see him, he just can't. Okay, so your lifespan is 500 years, and after 300 you just... So it's kind of like us. So we fall apart and then we just bones. And it's like, after 300 years, we're just invisible fucking forever. And we can't show ourselves. But why can no one hear him? Nagi laughs, as if at himself. I can't help swallowing in my throat when I hear this shocking fact. Totally disappear. Like, that would suck, but I mean, you could still talk. Put on a hat. People would see the hat floating around. I'm just saying. Why would... That means... The average longevity of an invisible man is 500 years, but we can only be seen for 300 years. The last 200 years, we bear the loneliness of not being seen by anyone. That would be why we could sense there was an invisible person in our house, because somebody in our family was an invisible man. Maybe it's our great-grandfather or something, because we haven't been alive for 200 years, you know what I mean? But nobody notices us. Nobody can touch us. We can't touch anyone. I can't bear that. Even now, I'm almost crushed by loneliness. Once I disappear completely, nobody can hear my voice. Okay, that explains that. I was like, can't you just talk? No. All I can do is wait to die alone. How can I be hopeful for this kind of future? What am I living for? That's why he's like, I kind of get what the zombies were feeling. Because he's like, so I'll be alive for 300 years and then... The worst part about this is this makes you think like, wow, I'm glad I don't have to... No, we all have to deal with that, because then you're like, yeah, no, everything is great. And then you're like, and then I get old and then my body doesn't work anymore and my memory might not be the same as it used to be. And I might be like, what is that thing that, you know, but a couch? Yeah, that! And you can't remember words and your brain starts to betray you and then your body starts to betray you. And then you're basically like living in this meat sack that is slowly falling apart, but in the world we live in, you can't just be like, can I opt out of this? No, we have to prolong your life. No, I don't want to live like this. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many fights of people like, we can't pull the plug. The person, their brain might be in there blinking at you, but they're like, I'm literally like suffering inside of a body that doesn't move. Or like all the diseases that take away, like, what are the ones that do it where they like slowly but surely you just lose all control of your body and then eventually you're just like, sure, I can blink at you and my brain is here and totally working, but the rest of my body doesn't fucking work and I'm a prisoner in my own fucking body, but it's cruel to pull the plug. No, it's not. It's cruel to make that person live like that. I mean, maybe they want to live like that. That's your choice. But like, dude, when my body starts to malfunction or my brain, please pull the fucking plug. Like, Jesus. Like, people should be allowed to make that choice. But it's like, and the zombies are doing that. It's sad because it shouldn't even be considered like suicide at that point. Like, it's not. It's more like everything in my life is falling apart. I'm not even the person I ever was. My life is just suffering at this point. It's like, you wouldn't do that to an animal. But the cat is suffering, but we have to make it lit. No, it's cruel. But yeah, when we do it to people, it's like, awesome? It's not awesome. Like, don't make that person suffer. Like, people should be able to choose that for themselves. Please, medically assisted. So, like, I'm gonna sign the paper where it's, please just, like, put me to sleep and let me go. Like, so, like, but, like, that's where Nagi's like, I get it. Because then I gotta pace around for 200 years just watching everything. And sure, maybe you might have, like, you wouldn't be like Nagi and you'd be like, okay, 300 years. Okay, now I'm invisible and I can just, like, fuck with people and I'm gonna be a ghost. But after a while, it would suck. After a while, your existence would suck. And then you would have to wait out 200 fucking years. That's a long time. It's not like, it's gonna be like 2 years that I'm floating around invisible and I can fuck with people like I'm a ghost. You know, like, when I die, I'm gonna come back as a ghost and haunt people. Fuck yeah. But, like, to not be able to be like, can I move on now? Like hundreds of years. That would suck. Just saying. I get it. But, like, they bring up all these topics and you're like, no, that's literally what happens to human beings. We just, like, waste away and our meat sacks start to get old and wrinkly and your body hurts and everything sucks and then your brain goes and it's like, no, I get it. I get it. Look, I'm in a midlife crisis, okay? I get it. I'm already like Nagi, like, this is like on the fast slope to dying and it sucks. Now this game gets heavy. I went like, the zombies all kill themselves. I don't get it. We're glossing over this. Now it's like, I'm just gonna rot away. Yeah, no, you know what I feel that. Existential crisis, the game. Maybe it's just me, but I'm starting to feel like, God, you're just harping on my existential crisis and I need a drink now. Anyway. I can't find the words to answer Nagi's question. I mean, you gotta enjoy the life you have now. And then just really hope that, you know, someday someone's like, yeah, making people live like this sucks. Yeah, you know, and then you do something later. But, like, now you gotta have a little bit of hope, Nagi. Enjoy what you got now for the next 300 years. My great-grandfather and my great-grandmother also. Your great-grandfather and your great-grandmother? Yeah. Neither of them can feel me anymore. It was before I came to the school, but I could feel their existence fading away every day. Every day I wonder if they were beside me or not. In the end, I can't even feel that anymore. Oh, that kind of sucks. Like, your great-grandparents, like, you don't know if they're there. It's not even like, oh, I know you're, like, an invisible man could feel their own family. No one else could feel you, but your family could? But even your family doesn't know that you're there. You're literally there and nobody knows. Okay, that does kind of suck. One day, I'll be like that. Nagi's eyes could no longer contain his tears, and they started to fall down his face. Like heavy stories, man. Nagi's is actually, like, the worst. This one hurts. You're like, oh, poor thing. I'm so scared to imagine my future. Aren't we all? How am I supposed to live 200 years alone when I'm already crushed by loneliness? Girl, I feel that. Maybe everyone couldn't take it anymore and have died. What? Because even our corpses are invisible. I see Nagi crying with vacant eyes and I hold him tight. I don't care if that's the right answer or not. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't care if that's wrong. Pat him on the head. You need to hold this man. He is having an existential crisis, and that is a hug time. I don't care. That is hug someone. Unless you're like, ew, no. But, like, anyone you care about that you're, like, friend, potential love interest, doesn't matter. Hug them! God! I embrace Nagi, who's trembling. I understand you might want to, like, not, like, hug random strangers, but, like, he's not a random stranger. He's our friend. I want to say something to him, but I can't find any words to say to him. I'm here. I can see you. It's so easy to say that. However, I know his insecurity is not so small and easy to be comforted. Therefore, like a mother embraces her child, I put my arms around him and hold him tightly. Thank you, Spacey. Sorry, It must have frightened you to cry so suddenly. No. Somehow I always let you see me so awkward. You're not. Maggie pulls away from me and reveals a sheepish smile. I'm really weak. Not only in lack of strength, but also weak in spirit. If I always let you see me being so weak, you might hate me too. I won't. I'll never hate you. You're not weak at all. Saying you're in pain when you're in pain, that you're scared when you're scared. My grandma told me it's a brave thing to do. Grandma ain't wrong. Grandma knows. She's been around. She's bones. Bitch has been around for forever. I think you're very strong. How can you... Also, it's not weakness because you have such a burden that you're carrying around and you're feeling it. It's not weak. You're carrying around a huge weight on you that normal people or normal whatever we are, non-humans, don't have to carry around. You're stronger than them because you've been carrying this around and you have to carry it around and you still have to function. You know what I mean? So you're allowed to break down when your weight, the weight on your shoulders is like a million times heavier than other people's. It's okay. Like, Nagi suddenly comes close to me and puts his arms around me. Oh, do we get a CG for this? Come on. His arms look so delicate, but were stronger than I thought, and I was surprised by a bittersweet sensation in my heart. Come on, this would have been a perfect CG. You always say something to make me happy. Spacey, Nagi takes his arms away from me and looks at me. The passion in his eyes makes my heart beat so fast that I almost think it'll explode. Nagi? I'm used to hiding my feelings. It's to avoid any conflict and trouble, but also... I think if I let the others think I'm nice and easygoing, they might not hate me. I'm so scared that one day I'll completely disappear, so I try hard to let the others remember me, even just a little. But, in fact, the anxiety, anger, joy, happiness, all these emotions fill my heart. But actually, I'm quick to get angry or cry like you saw. I'm sensitive. We kind of figured that. Nagi touches my cheeks with his delicate hands. I want to know what the passion inside his eyes means. But I feel all kinds of emotions gathered in my heart now, and it was hard to ask. My heart. The rhythm of my heartbeat is so fast that I almost can't breathe. What is this? So many unknown feelings fill with my heart, and so many unknown feelings fill within my heart and seem to jump out. That makes more sense. Hey, Spacey, you also will remember me in the future? Will I stay in your memory? Sure, of course. Nagi, we can never forget you. I'm gonna die before you, but it's fine. Even if you disappear, I'll always find you, just like what I did today. Even if the day that I can't sense you anymore comes, I'll never forget you. When I look at Nagi and answer him firmly, Nagi narrows his slightly reddish eyes. Thank you, Spacey. Hey, can I ask you one more thing? What? Nagi brings his lips close to my ears. What do you hope me to do is? What? What he hoped I would do? Was... ... game. Unconscious love. Be your girlfriend? The next holiday, Nagi and I came to town. Oh look, he's dressed all normal! His little sweater's adorable. I was wondering what you'd ask me to do, but it's something like this I can't refuse. Would you go out with me? Go to town? I've never been to such a huge town before. I'm so excited! Really? I should have asked you to come earlier. Recently, I've only been going to the library on days off, so I thought it'd be fun to go out sometimes. Not sometimes. I think it'll be great to come here more frequently. Hey, where will we go? What'll we see? You really are so excited. Nagi can't stop smiling while seeing me in a great mood. Well, how about going to see a movie? Movie? Don't you know? They project a story on a huge screen and... Oh, what is that? That sounds fun! Well, let's go then. Yeah! I nodded vigorously and walked toward the theater with Nagi. Could you imagine having to explain to someone all this shit? You're like, are you an idiot? Like, she's not, but it's like, but she doesn't know simple shit. You're like, whoa. But I guess it'd be something like culturally, too. Like, if you were used to doing something and people are like, wait, what is that? And you're like, what? You don't know what this is? Wait, what? Like, and a while later. After watching the movie, we enjoyed tea time in a cafe near the theater. It was pretty interesting. What did you think? Yeah? Oh, yeah, it was good. Really? I'm glad. Maggie's smile is so bright that I feel uncomfortable. I can't say that. How can I tell him that I fell asleep after the first 10 minutes? Inside of the theater is all dark and the chairs soft and comfortable. Besides, I was looking forward to today so much and almost got no sleep last night. After I got so excited at going to the movies, it makes it more difficult to tell him that I actually fell asleep. I saw the main characters in the poster and thought it'd be a love story about a mermaid and a vampire. And so I never thought of a bloody scene. It's so weird. Yeah, a bloody scene? What? Before I fell asleep, they were so sweet. After that, the other characters came. A zombie and an invisible man. Oh, yeah? I never thought it'd be the love story of the zombie and the invisible man. It's rare to be chosen as the main subject in the fiction. The love story of a zombie and an invisible man. That's like our story. It's kind of like us, isn't it? What? I stand up suddenly and make a big noise. Nagi's sexy smile made me so embarrassed. My body became so hot as if my blood was boiling. Spacey stood up with a bang. What? Spacey's face becomes so red because of my casual remark. Such a reaction. Seeing her react like this will just make me want to tease her more. But from the moment I met Spacey, I always did something I never thought I'd do. Before meeting her, I'd never emotionally shouted at anyone, or told someone my weaknesses like that, much less this feeling to tease someone. I'm sorry that the real story wasn't like that. Well, it was something impossible and not funny at all. I noticed that Spacey fell asleep about 10 minutes after the movie started. Aw, that's so cute. Aw, cute little sleepy on his shoulder, CG. He's like, I noticed you fell asleep because you drooled on my shoulder, but whatever. Because she put her head on my shoulder and was breathing calmly and happily. Spacey, did you fall asleep? Mm-mm. Her sleeping face is so cute. Being so close to a girl, I think it might be my first experience. I feel bad waking her up, so I guess I'll just leave her be. I thought to myself and tried hard to focus on the movie, but felt that wasn't what I really wanted to do at the moment. That's not what I want to do at the moment. Well, I am sleeping, Nagi. Consent. I'm sure it was just watch me sleep, you know, as opposed to, like, do anything inappropriate. We're also in a movie theater in public, Nagi. Jesus, don't be like that. We expect that kind of shit from Ray. Well, I'm not gonna lie. At that time, I really hoped time would stop at that moment. If I can keep this moment when it's just the two of us and feeling Spacey's warmness, I knew it's impossible to make it come true. I can't even hide how much I'm into you. Even if no one will remember me in the end, I still hope you'll be the exception. Nagi? Well, seeing her look at me with anxiety, I gave her a smile. And when she flushed her cheeks again, I decided to tell her the truth. Well... Nagi puts his cheek on his hand with a tricky smile and looks at me. About what I said before, that was a lie. What? There wasn't a love story of a zombie and an invisible man in that movie. What? Spacey, didn't you fall asleep soon after the movie started? So I just had a little joke. You knew? You put your head on my shoulder and slept. Of course I would notice. Oh. I feel much more embarrassed and my face is burning. I'm sorry. I don't mind. You have to let me see your... You let me see your cute sleeping face. Stop! Stop teasing me by saying something like that! Even if you say that! Similar. There's like a trigger in my brain when something similar like that comes up. It's like, stop! I'm not teasing you. I mean it. Whether you're asleep or not, you're so lovely. Your burning face is also lovely. Nagi! If you keep saying that, my blood really will boil. Get down! Good boy. My heart beat so fast that it was almost painful. It was hard to look straight at Nagi. Spacey, why are you lowering your head? You might not be angry? I'm not. I am? No, I don't think she is. Okay, good. I'm not angry, but please don't tease me anymore. I'm not teasing you. It's true, you really are cute. I told you to stop saying that. Why? Because if you keep saying that, I feel like my heart will stop beating. Anyway, you can't say anything like that anymore. When I hold my cheeks to hide my burning face, Nagi laughs. I see. I won't say it anymore. Cheer up. You really won't? Yeah. Spacey, I never thought you were so shy. When you were in Zombies Town, no one told you that you were beautiful or lovely? Of course not. Why would they? I told you before that many zombies are more beautiful than me. Didn't you make a boyfriend? Didn't you make a boyfriend? Yes, that's what we do. We make them. We're zombies. We just dig up and sew corpses to get... Didn't you have a boyfriend? Of course not. Love or something like that. I don't know very well. Well... What? Why are you laughing? No special reason. I never thought you were so mean. Or are you angry with me because I fell asleep while watching the movie? Of course not. How could I be angry with that? In fact, the story of that movie made me feel sleepy as well. If you think I'm teasing you, I think it might be for another reason. Another reason? What's that? I wonder. Oh. When I shout out spontaneously, Nagi laughs again. Somehow I still feel like he's teasing me. But I don't know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh well. What is happening? I'm sorry, I just hear like a weird loud noise. My computer's making a loud noise, but I heard something else. It could have just been like on the road. Because like sometimes you can hear cars and stuff. But it's also like getting dark, like clouds dark. Like, you know when the clouds roll in and you're like, is it midnight? And you look outside and you're like, it's eerily dark, but you know the sun should be out still. It's like that. And the trees are, so it's like, there's obviously a storm rolling in. So then I was like, is it raining? Is it like pouring? Because every once in a while, like when the rain starts here, it's like a monsoon. It's like, and you're like, so I can't tell if it's just wind sounds or if it's raining or my computer, like, because my headset's on, you know? So like, because I live in the woods. So sometimes you hear it raining and you look out and you're like, and it takes a while to register because like, it's in the trees. Actually, maybe I don't know. Anyway. I don't know why it makes me feel happy. Oh well. After that, we went window shopping in the street and came back to the dormitory before the moon set. Wow, that was so fun. Hey, will we go out again, right? Of course, anytime you want. What's up? Nothing. I just feel so happy. Just today I saw so many different sides to you that I've never seen before. I never thought that you'd like to tease me, and I found out you like to play around as well. Those things somehow make me feel happy. I still have sides you haven't seen. What? Do you want to know? Nagi gives me a seductive smile and brings his lips to my ears. Oh, hi, really? You're gonna be the playboy, huh? I said I felt sleepy while watching that movie. That's also a lie. The fact is, I felt so nervous being with you, I almost can't remember the story. Nagi pulled himself away from me as I stood there, frozen and surprised, and traced my cheeks with his fingers. I get chills and flush my cheeks at once. He's like the shy boy, but he's not. He's like, oh my god, like, you're so pretty. Wow, you're really pretty. You're so pretty. And then now he's like, hey, yeah, I liked watching your sleeping face, babe. Now he's being so forward, and you're like, what the hell is happening? Well, let's get back to the dormitory. I'll accompany you to your room, Spacey. Nagi holds my hand in his. As I watch Nagi walk a few steps in front of me, I feel so confused about this unknown feeling and quickly breathe a hot sigh. All right, we might go a little over time because I talked a lot in the last one, but jealousy. Oh, is he jealous or are we jealous? Who's jealous? Let's find out. Several days passed since my outing with Nagi. From that day, Nagi and I hung out together even more than before. Today, we also came to the library after school and read the books we were interested in, or we could just stop in the middle of the chapter. It's fine, whatever happens. Hey, Nagi, look! What's this book about? 100 Methods to Beat the Monsters. Don't you think it's interesting? I found it on the shelves over there. Oh, the shelves over there? That's a book from the human world, right? A book from the human world? There are even some books like that in this library? I think there are some as reference. I haven't read that book yet. Then how about reading this together? I wonder if there's anything about the Invisible Man, I turn it page by page to look. Oh, here! The Way to Beat an Invisible Man! You want to beat me? It's not that. I just want to check if the method's correct or not. Let me see. The Invisible Man hates dogs. They'll run at the first sight of one, even if it was cute. Then why are Nagi and Shiba friends? That's funny. That's what it says. Is this true? I don't hate dogs at all. I actually find them cute. Well, it's completely wrong then. Well, the humans write this book out of their imaginations. Well then, how about this? You can see the Invisible Man in the mirror even when they're transparent. If we can be seen, that can't be called transparency. Transparency means we can't be seen. Yeah. So, when an invisible man is invisible, you can see him in a mirror. But when a vampire is there, you can't see the vampire in the mirror. These two should team up. Like, so weird. This book is full of lies. I keep turning the pages and I stop on one page that catches my eyes. Oh, the weakness of a vampire. Beautiful things, sparkly things. Wow, he's a raccoon. That would be Ray's weakness. What does it say on that page? The weakness of a vampire is garlic. If you let it see garlic, it will run away immediately. I mean, that's the thing, like, but it's more like, look, here's a clove of garlic. Ah! They shriek and run. That just sounds, you're like, it just sounds ridiculous. Garlic? What's that? Is that something only available in humans' world? I've never seen it in this world. You don't know what a garlic... Oh, you're missing out. Garlic's amazing. That means we can't know if this is true or not, right? Wow, the number of vampire weaknesses. There are so many listed here. Cross, holy water, anything made of silver, sunlight, flowing water, fire, stake, like existence. How do vampires exist? Really? So many. Is the vampire actually very weak? What nonsense. What? Wow! I'm shocked by the voice from my back and turn around. I was wondering what idiots would be making noise in the library. I see it was you. And with such nonsense. Ray, when did you get here? Just a few minutes ago. And don't make a scene in the library. Oh, you low-rankers. Seriously. Hey, Ray, is what this book says true? What? It said that a vampire has a lot of weaknesses. You idiot. Almost all of those are just rumors. Don't take them seriously. Almost all of them? Alright, Nagi, we gotta go find some garlic and a steak and a cross and some silver and water. She gets water and she chucks her water glass on Ray and is like, well, he didn't melt, so. Almost. That means some are real. This girl and I are on the same page. Like, nothing. I'm not gonna torture Ray. Oh, then which one's your weakness? Psst. Low rankers don't need to know such things. Wow. Just when I thought he would grasp my head with one hand, he just ruffled my hair to make it a mess. That's actually kind of cute. Like, Ray's like, you don't need to know that. Fluffs hair. That's so adorable. You really do like me, you little asshole. I love him.
Hey, you, stop!
I'm gonna fucking kill him. Why are you laughing? It's my first time seeing Ray act like this. I thought you were hard to get at, but you have a normal side to you, too. And if you touch my girlfriend one more time, I'll fucking stab you. I'll find out which one of those weaknesses in that book belongs to you. I will get fucking garlic, and I will stab it through your heart with a cross-shaped stake, bitch. Ray's like, what? Like, do not misunderstand me. Only this once. Eh? Only for Spacey? What does that mean? See? Vampires love all manner of beautiful things, and her appearance is especially beautiful. And that's why I won't kill her. It's a shame to damage something so beautiful. Oh, how about it? Why don't you become mine? What? Something worthless like a zombie, but your appearance is so wonderful. If I only judge your appearance, you pass. I can give you permission to stay with me. Permission? I thought Nagi was just going to get jealous from Ray fluffing her hair, which was a totally adorable moment, and now he's like, I can own you. Okay, well, now you're getting a little weird, but, like, later. Later I'll let you own me. Ray, are you serious? Huh? What? What are those threatening eyes? That's unusual for someone who hates conflict like yourself. You would normally let things like this slide, no? It's you. Oh, it's you who did something unusual, right? You never said something like that before. I just said my reason, didn't I? And this appearance is so wonderful. It's a beauty that's comparable to a mermaid. I love beautiful things. Anything I like, I want to get. Oh, what does he say? No, he says, I will want to get it. Okay. Alright. I'll act to get something I want. In this world, being admired is absolute power. The strength which can beat anyone. I have that power. Then, how about choosing someone else? What? I think someone so strong like you could easily get what you want. But for you, Spacey won't be your only choice, right? You can't choose Spacey. She's not just a pretty girl. Oh? Who's different from usual? Wait, who is different from usual? Anyway. The one who'll make the choice is this girl. Hey. Yeah? Oh! If you become mine, I'll assure your safety for your whole life. I can protect you from those other wild races. Moreover, you can gain the pride of being with an excellent vampire. I love what a pompous fucking bitch he is. I fucking love it. Ray, I'm gonna need you to put fucking glasses on, because you are my asshole, and fuck, I love you. You are such a twat. I love the douche canoes like this, like, I could own you. You fuck! Okay. In real life, my god, you're trash. But, like, in this, in Otome games, I love you, trash husband. You're such a douche. I love you. You'll definitely choose me, right? If this gives me a choice, I know what the right answer is. Spacey, you can directly express your opinion. If you don't like it, just say so. What a distractive word. I don't think she'll have any reason to reject me. Hey, say it directly. Say you want to stay with me. I wouldn't mind staying with... What the fuck? That's obviously the wrong answer. I can't. I can't stay with you. What? Spacey. Because even you told me to belong to you, I couldn't understand it. Wait. Even you told me to belong to you, I couldn't understand it at all. I can't understand that line at all. Moving on. If you mean to be your friend... Did you say that seriously? Those brainless words. Did you mean to say that? Ray, you sound like an idiot right now. Okay, the translation is just falling the fuck off into Crazyville right now. Huh? Sorry. How ignorant you are. Enough. I've made a big mistake that I tried to spend my time on you. What? You're so heartless! Your sad brain is the heartless one. I can't understand you. My brain is heartless? Well, yeah, because my heart isn't in my brain, dumbass. Ray clicks his tongue again with a and walks quickly out of the library. It was a more like some drag queen level shit right there. I saw him off blankly. What? Why did he seem angry? Nagi, what happened? Oh, sorry. Somehow I feel so relieved. Relief? Because I don't know what I would do if you really decided to belong to Ray. If that happened, I might not be able to cheer myself up again. What? Spacey, When Nagi seems to say something, a loud sound of footsteps from the hallway echoed all the way here. A sound of a door opening. Spacey, are you here? What? Teacher. The one who ran in hurriedly was my main classroom teacher. Oh, great, I found you. Teacher? What happened? Why are you so breathless? Can you just keep calm and listen to me? What? Well, the mayor of your hometown contacted us that your grandma seems in critical condition. She's just bones. What? They told me that her health had suddenly started to fail these past few days. Her age also is one of the factors, and she seems not to have much time. How could it be? Being shocked by these news, I covered my mouth with my hand. By shocked by this news, I covered my mouth with my hand. I read that weird. Grandma is in critical condition? We'll take care of the paperwork for you, so you should hurry home. This might be the last moment you can spend together with her. The last moment I can spend? Spacey. Nagi holds me as I struggle to stay standing. Teacher, I want to go with Spacey. Yes, please. Yeah, well, but... Spacey's just so shocked right now. I'm afraid of letting her go back alone. I'll do extra credit or anything later to catch up in my studies. I understand. Well, please go with her. Take care of Spacey. I need some moral support. I don't have anybody. Yes, I will. Spacey, let's go. Nagi holds my hand and leads me out as my face gets increasingly pale. They're gonna kill Grandma Bones? I try hard to keep up with them. That must be a lie. Grandma... Aww. Well. Oh, wow, perfect timing. I was like, okay, well, we'll stop here, but it's the end of the chapter, so perfect. So we'll continue, and we'll probably get our first ending. But what we'll do is kind of what we did in Sheba's route, so we'll get 9, 10, our happy ending, and then we'll start the lovers. We're definitely getting the happy ending at this point, even if we do bad these chapters, so we're fine. But then we'll start the lovers chapter right after, and then, whatever. So we'll jump right into the lovers, which would be the continuation, so. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.